What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. So we've been having some good success in draft the last few days. I'm almost definitely going to jinx that and we're going to have a bad day today. Thank you for being here. If you could hit a thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. Once again, we made some profit yesterday. Not huge amounts. We only made like 8,000 coins profit yesterday after all was said and done, which was quite frustrating considering we won the draft. So it wasn't the best. But it wasn't the worst. You'll see by the screen now as well. I'm going to keep just the last 10 drafts as a revolving profitometer, I guess, in a sense. But our grand total profit so far, in terms of players and items that we've kept in the club, we have 141,750 coins of profit sat there, which I could sell right now for 141,750, obviously less tax. But I'm waiting to get rid of those if their price inflates. Actually, a lot of that as well would have been used in SBCs, so I'm going to have to figure out how to separate that from SBCs. We've earned 423,844 coins from items sold, and 270,000 coins has gone out from drafts entered. And then that leaves us a total of 153,844 coins profit from items sold. So all in all, we're about 300,000 coins profit over 16 drafts, which is actually very, very good. Right, let's go with the 4-1-2-1-2 wide. I do like the 4-1-2-1-2 this year. I prefer the narrow formation, but the wide isn't so bad either. And you know what? I'm going to start with Gareth Bale today. Gareth Bale's a big player this year, enjoyed by a lot of the top players. So I've used him one draft once, and I loved him. So I wouldn't mind using him again. And we'll also take Luis Muriel there and get ourselves a nice link in between the boys. And there is our first icon. It is Dennis Bergkamp. Let's go. Dennis Bergkamp, 4-star, 4-star, 6 foot tall. He's got a Shadow Chem Star, which is a bit annoying because it only boosts his pace that's important. But he's got great composure, strength, stamina, good. Finishing, exceptional, passing, great. And I'm already loving the look of this draft to start with. And then our... Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, none of these guys, Ninga there, can go in. None of these guys are going to actually be in our team. Also, very happy about the... very happy about the chem styles that we've got on Murillo. Not Murillo. Can't remember his name. My mind's gone blank. Bale and... You know that guy. I'm going to take Soriano just because he fits there. What's his name? It's doing my head in. Murillo. I don't know. Like, honestly, guys, my mind went blank. You ever have those moments where you're like, wait, what was I even talking about? And Zonzi can go into CDM. Very nice indeed. We're getting a pretty nice La Liga team here, guys. I wouldn't mind a full La Liga team. I also wouldn't mind an extra... We'll take Ronaldo because he's Spanish, and that makes the most sense. I wouldn't mind an extra... icon or two, actually. Do I really need to take here? Actually, that's not a bad card. Low high, so pace isn't overly important. 6'2", really nice defensive stats, and the Guardian Chem style. That's all right, actually. Yeah, I don't mind Kier too much there. Gets a strong link into Nzonzi too. Oh God, EA, come on, man. So we've got Semedo or Shah. Semedo again, it isn't bad. Medium high, 6'2", decent pace. Decent physicals, just not the greatest defending. So I am going to hopefully have to improve our two centre backs at one stage or another. We pick goalkeepers last. I would like a Cristiano Ronaldo and a Luis Suarez. Yes, there we go. Laporte can come in instead of Semedo there. Boom, we'll get that straight in. Not that there's anything wrong with Semedo, but I prefer Laporte there. We have no we have no La Liga players here, so we go for highest rated Marcal there. And as a Brazilian, he doesn't link to anyone. Unlucky. I could use like a Marcelo or something like that. Next up, nothing here helps, so I'm going to take Heung-min Son as a good sub. I might have to bring him on as a sub for the left mid because he has no pace, Soriano, or for the guy up front because he has no worth in my team, essentially. Amrabat might be the guy for me. I mean, taking Amrabat is going to help, right? Because we pop him there. We lose 1 overall chemistry, but that's because Amrabat's chemistry gets destroyed. But generally speaking, we're okay. Let me take the first goalkeeper spot because we just need a La Liga goalkeeper. Who do I want? Celestin, Moya, or Rico? Moya's got good diving, good kicking, good positioning, decent handling, and terrible reflexes. Rico's got decent diving, good reflexes. I'm going to take Rico for the reflexes, and that puts us up to 93 chemistry. So we're all right there. Next on the list. Adrian works because he just gets chemistry. But he's terrible. I'm going to take Yarmolenko. I'd rather a substitute than a terrible guy that I'm not going to use. Ooh. Do we take Carvajal? Yes, we do. Let's take Carvajal. Let's pop him in there. That puts us up to 98 chemistry, and it is literally just Amrabat that is the issue. Let's see now if we can get ourselves a better goalkeeper from La Liga. We can't, so we'll take Farman for the rating. We do have now a full La Liga squad though, guys, so that's pretty awesome. I just need to improve it a little bit. We will take Neymar. He will be our next super sub. So we've got Son, Neymar, and Yarmolenko as some pretty awesome subs. Very happy with that. What I really want is a Cristiano Ronaldo and a Lionel Messi striker or another icon. What I'm going to get is left to be desired. It doesn't look like we're going to be lucky enough in our last 3 picks to get what I want. We'll take Sané. I also wouldn't mind another centre-back. I could play Semedo. Who's better, Semedo or Kier? Semedo has way more pace, more physical, and a little less defending. You know what? Let's go for Semedo. I don't know. I might go for Kier. Let's see what we get out of the last 2 picks here. Yes! Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And you know what? We're going to pop him up front. We're not going to play him at left mid. I might play Amrabat at left mid. Amrabat only has a little more pace than Soriano. I'm not going to play Amrabat at left mid. That's what's up, guys. Let's go. And then our last pick. Oh, Delafeu. That's much, much better. We'll get Delafeu in instead of Soriano there. That's a really nice team. That is a really nice team. Let's sort the bench out. We've got Sané as well to go onto the bench. It's just I just don't know if I want Kier or Semedo. I don't know what's going to be more important, pace or defending. I'm gonna go with defending. We actually get an 85 rated team here as well, guys. That's a really nice team. Maybe do you know what? I'm going to start that as well. I want to start Ronaldo on 10 chem if we get the manager, and then just swap Ronaldo and Delafeu in game. But this team is so sick. Save for the pace of the centre backs and Kier, Semedo great. Carvajal, great. And actually, I want to play Semedo left side because Carvajal has something to boost his pace. So he goes up to like 92, 93 pace. But also, Semedo is already so fast that having a minor boost on pace will also be quite nice. And Zonzi doesn't have the greatest chem star, but it's not bad. Bale, great. Bergkamp, Ronaldo, great. Delafeu, Muriel, great. The bench, we've got Neymar, Yarmolenko. Grimaldo, if I do need a defender to come in, and then Heung-min Son or Sané along with Neymar and Yarmolenko for the super subs offensively. Let's just get that Liga Santander manager. There we go, straight off the bat, boom. So we do get a 185, guys. That's a very, very nice Liga Santander squad. I will in-game switch around the Ronaldo and Delafeu, but I'm very content with this team. I feel like we've got a good squad here. I just want to let's sort my player instructions as well. I want Nzonzi to stay back while attacking, and I want the 2 strikers to stay central and get. Oh, they're already a stay central and getting behind. Oh, there you go. That's job done. So that is the team, guys. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against got an 87 chemistry, 84 rated team. Some very good players in there. Informed Kane, Bale, Isco, Mane, the brand new informed Thiago, Iniesta, Mark Bartra, Rojo, and Petr Cech in goal with Holebas at left back and Montoya there at right back. All in all, it's quite a well-rounded team, although it does lack a little bit by way of chemistry. And things started off pretty well for me in this game. Gareth Bale here on the top of the box. I could tell straight away, just trying to figure out his defending style, he was just holding on to one player and was basically containing. So I know roughly how to beat contain based off of years of experience and my newfound success in squad battles. And we eventually got a goal. Now, my defending technique, not quite as good. He ends up hitting a banger with Mane. A really weird angle to take the shot from as well. I never would have considered to take the shot from there myself, and we go to 1-1. He then made it 2-1. The ball comes into Bale, into Harry Kane. You know, his first goal was from a long shot. You can see already in the shots map there on the left-hand side, top left, Team Sweat 7, and he won. So he scored with his first shot. He scored with his second shot. And after 16 minutes, after dominating, I find myself 2-1 down. And it goes from bad to worse as Mane hits a volley from the top of the box again, and I find myself 3-1 down, and I'm going like, oh my god, is it really going to be one of these games where I do everything right, but I just can't get the ball in the back of the net enough times? And the answer to that was no. Gareth Bale there with a lovely stop and turn and a beautiful finesse shot. And I tell you what, Gareth Bale is fantastic in this game. Unfortunately, I conceded on the stroke of half-time to make it 4-2. Harry Kane with another long shot. I could have closed him down a little bit better, I'm not going to lie. I was giving him the space. And then from kickoff, this is a big, big goal for me. I made it 4-3. Ronaldo down the left-hand side, the fake shot stop, cuts it into Bale, tucks that one into the back of the net. 4-3 is the score. And then in the second half, straight off the kickoff again, Semedo here gets up front, into Ronaldo, back to Semedo, finds Dennis Bergkamp, who just pokes that one home, and we made it 4-4. So after being 2 goals down twice, I pull it back, but my opponent hits yet another long shot. That's his 5th long shot out of 5. He has not had a single shot inside my box yet, and I find myself 5-4 down. Fortunately enough, I did have enough about me in this team to get back in at 5-5. Ball comes into Ronaldo there, backheels it to the substitute Sané, who shoots and scores there to make it 5-5. And it wasn't so long before we eventually made it 6-5. And you can also see on the scoreboard there, my opponent at this stage has a red card, and he didn't replace that centre-back. So he tried to remain 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, 2 attackers and 1 striker. And it ended up being his downfall. So we end up winning the game. It's Petr Cech making 11 saves there. But we do go through 6-5. You can see by the match stats, I had 29 shots in total. And I think it was 21 or so on target. I think I'll go and have a look at the match stats anyway. Sorry, 24 shots, I beg your pardon, and 19 on target. And look at where they're from. These aren't long shot bangers that I'm just hitting and hoping for. These are like quality shots. And his keeper made save after save after save. And he got block after block after block. But fortunately enough, we still managed to get the win and go through to the semi-final. And from there, it was pretty plain sailing. An 87 Chem 85 rated team informed Zaha, Neymar and Gareth Bale, Coutinho, Paulinho, Asensio, Sacco, all the O's, Marcelo, Carvajal, Lloris and Umtiti there. There's a lot of O's there actually, isn't there? Coutinho, Asensio, Paulinho, or was that Rafinha? That might have been Rafinha. I beg your pardon if it was Rafinha. End up getting the first goal here with Bergkamp. Tried that near post corner. It went through everybody in the box. Bergkamp is there to poke that one home at the back post, and I made it 1-0. And you can see already my opponent has a red card. It wasn't too long before it became 2-0. Gareth Bale with an absolutely fantastic finesse shot there to make it 2-0, and it wasn't long before the 3rd goal went in either. Ronaldo here again, another opponent that had a defender sent off and made no attempt to fill the gap. Like me personally, no matter what the scoreline is, really, if I lose a defender, I'll drop my defensive midfielder back into defence, my attacker that is suitable for the midfield back into midfield, and just play with 1 less striker or 1 less attacker, which I think is the best way to do things in this game. We end up getting a 3rd goal, and that is where this opponent decided enough was enough. So a nice 3-0 win in the 2nd round, and just a nice cruising through to the semi-finals. Very, very nice. I feel like semi-finals now is the minimum we should get to. And this guy had a really nice team. Hero, Messi, Aubameyang, Coutinho, informed De Bruyne, Castro, the brand new informed Thiago. He's got Sergio Ramos, Carvajal, Ederson, Vertonghen and Danny Rose. That is a very, very, very not. I don't think I said very enough. A very, 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 very nice team there. And we end up taking a nice and early lead. 1 minute in, 2 minutes in now. Ronaldo into Gareth Bale. The fake shot completely evades the defender. I decided to go for the near post low driven, and it flies into the back of the net to make it 1-0. It wasn't too long either, guys, before it became 1-0. to 2-0. Just 4 minutes in now. Dennis Bergkamp here into Ronaldo. Ronaldo into Bale. Bale evades the defender again and slots that one home to make it 2-0. It once again wasn't too long before it was 3-0. The next attack, just 13 minutes in, we've got ourselves a penalty, and Dennis Bergkamp steps up to take the penalty, drills that one to the bottom right-hand corner. It's 3-0 after 13 minutes. The fourth goal came after about 26, 27 minutes. Gareth Bale lays it into Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp waits for Ronaldo to come back in. It eventually gets to Ronaldo. He shoots, he scores, and it's 4-0 after 27 minutes, and that was the end of that. Another rage quit. So after not scraping through round one, because we dominated round one, but we had to come back and fight, we end up getting two very, very easy rage quits that moves us into the final. A 3-0 rage quit and a 4-0 rage quit. Very happy with that. And we find ourselves in our 5th consecutive final now, guys. We've won 3 of our current 4 consecutive finals and lost 1 of them. Hopefully we can turn this one into a win as well. We come up against a really good 185 team. Crespo and Lukaku, Ronaldo, Isco, Mensa, I can't remember that Spanish guy's name, Mensa I think, Mahrez, Trippier's not great, Informez, Piliqueta, Matip, Rose and Courtois though are very, very good, and all in all that's an insane team. Just a formation that's good, not great, I think. Things started pretty bad for us though. Romelu Lukaku here gets into some space, finds Cristiano Ronaldo from the top of the box. He just lasers that one home. Absolutely stunning strike from Ronaldo. I nearly got to him. I nearly got enough to be able to like push onto him and get that Ronaldo, but Ronaldo just accelerated away and scored. Didn't take me long to get back into the game though. Scoop turn with Ronaldo, gets into some space on the edge of the 6-yard box there. Drills that one home to make it 1-1 after 12 minutes. But for me, guys, that's where this kind of just fell apart for me in this game. Cristiano Ronaldo into Lukaku, back to Ronaldo, back to Lukaku, into Crespo, threads it through to Ronaldo, who tries to cut it across. It falls back to my opponent and back into Lukaku, just holds off the centre-back and smashes that one home. Really nice finish. That was my opponent's second shot and his second goal. And from his third shot, became his third goal. Hernan Jorge Crespo into Lukaku, who shoots and scores to make it 3-1. And it went from bad to worse, guys, from 3-1 down to 4-1 with his fourth shot. I don't know if I showed a half-time match stats, but at half-time, he's had 4 shots and 4 goals. And things just aren't going well. He threads that one through to Ronaldo. It's actually a really nice goal again. I could have pressed him with Lukaku. I decided to back off and allow him the space. And that was a mistake. So 4-1 down just before half-time. Fortunately, we pull one back on the stroke of half-time. Cristiano Ronaldo finds Dennis Bergkamp, finds Ronaldo, back into Dennis Bergkamp. Bergkamp shoots and scores. And 4-2 on the stroke of half-time gives me an opportunity to get back into the game, and we took that opportunity. 56, 57 minutes in. Dennis Bergkamp picks up the ball, gets mad lucky, falls to Gareth Bale, shoots and scores 4-3 after 57 minutes, and we go again. Gareth Bale, this time my opponent, he had collapsed at this stage. He was on defensive or ultra defensive and he was just trying to hang on to his lead, and that was a mistake because he wasn't creating any chances other than his counter-attacks. Eventually, the ball goes through to Gareth Bale. Again, an absolute superstar for me this draft was Gareth Bale. He was fantastic. We make it 4-4. We then made it 5-4. Dennis Bergkamp into Ronaldo. Ronaldo shoots and scores. It's 5-4. My opponent then went and got himself a red card, I believe. I think it was a red card. No, there's no red card up there. I just ended up scoring a goal. Neymar here down the left-hand side. A beautiful Rabona fake. Gets it inside to Dennis Bergkamp. Bergkamp with a scoop turn. The shot, the goal. 6-4 after 77 minutes. And after being 4-1 down in the first half, we score 5 unanswered goals to win this game 6-4. And you'll see by the match stats that I absolutely pummeled, no question about it, pummeled my opponent. All ends up. But this is, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So, guys, we get another draft win. I'm so happy. That is now 4 wins from our last 5 draft entries, including 1 final in the one that we didn't win. And I've got to tell you, dudes, it feels fantastic. We're finally finding our feet in the draft. We've got a record now overall 43 wins and 12 losses. We won 5 out of 17. If we manage to win the next draft, a 30% or a 33% win rate of 6 out of 18 is very, very, very good for me. That's what I would like to go for. I'd like to say, okay, I will win 1 out of every 3 drafts. I'm so happy we won that, man. That final was brutal. I ended up going 4-1 down. The dude had 4 shots and scored from 4 shots by half time. I luckily got a goal back on the stroke of half time to make it 4-2. And then the second half, he just fell apart. And you know what his biggest mistake was? His biggest mistake was going ultra defensive. Because it just made it real easy for me to walk up the field with like beast players like Bale, Ronaldo, Bergkamp. We brought on Neymar and Heung-min Son, and it made it ridiculously easy to not only walk up the field with my incredible players, but also it made it easy to man mark his Lukaku and Crespo with my Nzonzi, my 2 centre backs and my fullback. So he kind of let himself down. If he actually stayed balanced, he probably would have been able to counter me with far more accuracy and probably would have got a 5th and 6th goal. But he didn't. He decided to try and hold on to a 4-1 lead. It worked out well for me. We win 6-5, 3-0, 4-0 and 6-4. And games 2, 3 and 4 were all rage quits. So let's see what we get as our prize in the final. We get a 50k pack and a 5k pack. There we go. Let's go, EA. We'll start with the 5k pack. Give me something big out of that 50k pack. I beg you. So no rare player in the 5k pack, which is unfortunate. Let's see what kind of common golds we get. Ooh, hello. Brazilian Liga NOS guy. The lowest bin so far has been 900, maybe 600 coins for him. So we've got some players there, a few contracts, a couple of fitness cards. We'll send those to the trade pile and discard for 206 coins for the remainder. You know what's crazy? A 50k pack could be great, could be hideous. If we end up getting bad luck and get like a 79 rated or an 80 rated as our face card, we won't make profit this draft unless the cards go for like 1 or 2k minimum. If, however, we hit something big, it could be a big day. Let's get straight into the pack, the 50k pack. Yeah, come on. It's a shine. Let's go. Who is it? Come on. Be a big player. Spanish. Centre back. PK! Oh, that's huge! That's huge! He's extinct right now, isn't he? I was thinking it was going to be Ramos for a second, but I will take Gerard PK. Let's go! We get a walkout, guys. I think that's our first walkout from the draft. Let's go! That's huge. Let's see who else is in this pack. Come on, EA. That's what's up. 87 rated PK and also Herrera. Wow. Howardez as well. Kessie. Not that he's worth much. Felipe, yo, that is a sick, sick pack. Gerard PK currently sells for 25. 25. There's a 34 there. I think we'll get about 30,000 coins for Gerard PK. Let me have a look on Footbin real quick. That is huge, dudes. That is huge. Let's go. Gerard PK and a Herrera in there too. Let's get PK Boo up on here. And according to Footbin, he is 32,500 and he can just go. See you later, PK. 32,500 in the bag. Felipe might be worth a bit because he's 82 rated from the Liga NOS. 1.5k there, maybe 2k for him. I'll list him up for 2.2 and 2,000 start price. So we'll get rid of him. Ooh, isn't Rigoni also worth a couple of thousand coins? 2.4 no bins. There's 600 open bids. We'll get 2,000 for him as well. We'll list him up for 2k. That's nice. Plattenhart, this guy, and this guy can go into the club. Rugani can go into the club. Now I'm actually going to keep Ander Herrera because I was considering buying him for my team. So we'd get... I'm going to keep Banega as an 83 rated. We'll keep him. Howardez is a nice player as well. Ibisevic is not really worth anything. And Ander Herrera has a value of about 20k, I believe. Yeah, 19,000. So we've actually made here today, guys, 60 to 70,000 coins profit. As I said, the 50k pack could have been terrible or it could have been amazing. And it was amazing for us. That's incredible. I'm so happy with that, guys. That's a huge, huge boost for the draft glory and of course the road to glory. This is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.